There we go. So Shabbat Shalom. It's nice to come back together for Shabbat. It's a special weekend too, right? Besides this being Pride Month, this weekend would traditionally be Pride Weekend with wonderful celebrations all over. It'd be the 50th Pride here in Los Angeles and 50th Pride in San Francisco, and it's a shame that we can't actually celebrate it in person, but everything is going online. But there's a lot to celebrate. I hope you all have at least enjoyed the weather yesterday afternoon. It was a lovely afternoon yesterday, but it's been really just dark and overcast for the last week. So hopefully we'll have some beautiful weather this weekend. And hopefully we'll have Shabbat to be able to take advantage of that. So we're just going to welcome Shabbat. Not a lot of commentary this evening, just some singing with opening up our hearts and allowing ourselves this room to breathe and to relax. We'll begin with Yedid Nefesh. Shav harachaman mishochav dach eretz onach yarutz avdach kemo haya ishtachaveh mu'adarach ieravo yedidutach minofet sufechot ha'am yaidai daidai Yai dai dai dai, yam dai dai, yai dai dai dai, yai dai dai, yai dai dai. Yedid nefesh av harachaman v'shochav dach, eretz onach yarutz avdach, kemo haya ishtachaveh ידידותך מנופת סופך העם יאי די 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 ים די 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 ים די די יאי די 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 ים די די ים די 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 ים די די Shav harachaman mishochav dach eretz onach yarutz avdach kemo haya ishtachaveh mu'adarach ieravdo yedidutach minofet sufechot ha'am yadai dai yam dai dai Yai dai dai, yai dai 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 yai, yam dai dai dai, yai dai dai, yai dai dai dai, yam dai dai dai, yam dai dai, yai dai 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 dai, yam dai dai dai, yam dai dai. Die, die, die. Yedid Nefesh is about rejoining with the one we love. And the rate that things are going around the country, it looks like a lot of people are going to be rejoining with the ones they love by being thrown back into lockdown and self-isolation. So just want to wish everybody to be safe and smart, wear your masks, and and even if you're feeling good and healthy, just worry about other people, those who are most vulnerable in our society. That way we can actually come back together for Shabbat in person and high holidays in person. God willing, wouldn't that be lovely? We can continue with L'chuna Ranana.
Adonai Navia Litzor Yishenu Rechu Neranena Adonai Navia Litzor Yishenu Nekadma Panav B'toda Bizmiro Nariano Nekadma Panav B'toda Bizmiro Nariano Adonai Nariya Litzor Yishenu Rechu Neranena Adonai Nariya Litzor Yishenu Nekadma Panav B'toda Bizmiro Nariyalo Nekadma Panav B'toda Bizmiro Nariyalo Adonai Nariya Litzor Yishenu Rechu Neranena Adonai Nariya Litzor Yishenu Nekadma Panav B'toda Bizmiro Nariyalo Nekadma Panav B'toda Bizmiro Nariyalo Adonai Nariya Litzor Yishenu Rechu Neranena Adonai Nariya Litzor Yishenu Rechu Neranena Adonai Nariya Litzor Yishenu Rechu Neranena Adonai Nariya Litzor Yishenu.
Take a deep breath. Breathe out any stress from the week. Allow yourself just to kind of sink into Shabbat. More deep breaths. Sing Lecha Dodi. And the image of Lecha Dodi should make us think of the Kabbalists in the north of Israel in Tzfat. Right, they wrote this music as a reminder of what it feels like to kind of come out into the fields to welcome the Sabbath bride. You walk out as the sun is starting to go down, and you just see these incredible fields, that slant light coming down, and everything is just golden and absolutely beautiful. That sense of awe and beauty. We went on a beautiful hike yesterday afternoon around 5 o'clock over in Topanga. Got to experience that taste of that radiant light coming in as the sun was going down. So imagine most of us have been on hikes like that or experienced the beauty of nature like that. So I invite you to kind of picture that. Rack your memory and remember what that moment was like, that beauty, that sense of awe, that sense of tranquility you had. And bring that with you into this moment as we sing Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala,
B'nei Shabbat nikabela Lecha dodi Bikat kala B'nei Shabbat nikabela Loi v'shalom ateret bala Gam v'simcha uv'sohola Toch emunei am segula Boi chala Lecha dodi Bikat kala B'nei Shabbat nikabela Lecha dodi Bikat kala B'nei Shabbat nikabela Boi v'shalom ateret bala Gam v'simcha uv'tzola Toch emunei am segula Boi chala Lecha dodi Bikat kala B'nei Shabbat nikabela Lecha dodi Bikat kala B'nei Shabbat nikabela Lecha dodi Bikat kala B'nei Shabbat nikabela Lecha dodi Bikat kala B'nei Shabbat nikabela. We greet Shabbat officially. The first psalm of Shabbat is Tov Lahodot Ladonai. First words we say as we welcome Shabbat, Tov Lahodot Ladonai. So it's good to acknowledge God, to thank God, right? To be able to look in our lives and despite whatever stress or headaches we have, to find the things that are really praiseworthy, the things that are truly blessings in our lives. So I just want to invite you to think about something either from today, from this past week that was just really special. Hold on to that and let that be your kavanah, your intention, as we say thank you to God.
כחסדך ואמונתך בלילות ואמונתך בלילות טוב והודות אדוני טוב והודות אדוני טוב והודות אדוני ולזמר בשמך עליון טוב והודות לאדוני ולזמר בשמך עליון טוב והודות אדוני. The beaches supposedly are open again, right? The beaches that are controlled by the county, right? Not those that are controlled by the city, like Venice or Santa Monica, but the county beaches are open, and makes me think of this melody for Mikolot, for the final psalm of Kabbalat Shabbat. Mikolot Mayim Rabim, greater than the sounds of a lot of water, and Adirim Mishvirei Yam, and stronger than the breaking of the waves. Adir B'Marom Adonai, God is stronger than all. God is greater than all. Mikolot Mayim Rabim Adirim Mishperei Adir B'Marom Adonai Adir B'Marom Adonai Mikolot Mayim Rabim Adirim Mishperei Adir B'Marom Adonai Adir B'Marom Adonai Adir B'Marom Adonai Adir B'Marom Adonai Mikolot Mayim Rabim Adirim Mishperei Adir B'Marom Adonai Adir B'Marom Adonai Adir B'Marom Adonai Adir B'Marom Adonai Mikolot Mayim Rabim Adirim Mishperei Adir B'Marom Adonai Bamarom Adonai Adir Bamarom Adonai. So we're starting to see the huge spike in numbers of COVID cases. I read that yesterday Florida reported 9,000 new cases, which was double, almost double, their previous record, which from the day before. Right? And we're seeing increase all over. So we know that there are a lot of people who are struggling and a lot of people who are vulnerable right now. So those folks are definitely in need of some healing. Also, all of our queer family and friends all over, many of whom are suffering from broken hearts and broken spirits. Sadly, right, that's still the case. So for those who feel rejected by society, by their family, government, by Judaism, by their faiths, right? Those, everybody, they are feeling broken, especially this weekend of what should be Pride celebrations. And there are many others who are just sick, just hurting, either physically or emotionally right now. And so we hold everybody in our hearts as we pray for their healing, as we sing Ana Elna together. Full and speedy recovery to all those in need. And I know so many, just the emotional toil of being isolated so long. It's tough. And I know everybody wants to get back out and see friends and family and community. And right, it's hard to keep going through this lockdown. But we're sending everybody prayers for strength and for healing, so that your soul can withstand the toil and the toll of this time. Just some quick words of Torah, very quick words of Torah this evening. This week's Parsha, Torah portion, is Korach, happens to be my bar mitzvah Torah portion. So I have a special affinity for this. And it's also the parsha from the week that Rose and I had our Tanaim ceremony. It's like an engagement or a betrothal ceremony in London. So I have very fond memories of this parsha. But there's something really interesting in this Torah portion having nothing to do with Korach and the rebellion. If you want to know more about that, tune in tomorrow morning, because I'm going to give the drash on Korach and the rebellion. But at the end of the Torah portion, we learn about the Kohanim and the Leviim, and the different roles they have, and the different benefits they get, as well as the costs that they have to give up. Right? So neither the Kohanim or the Leviim are able to own their own land. They are reliant entirely on the generosity of strangers, to quote Tennessee Williams, right? They always rely on the kindness of strangers. But besides that, right, the Kohanim, they are able to eat from a number of the different sacrifices that are offered. And when people bring their first fruits and grains, right, those are things for the Kohanim to eat. And for the Leviim, they get the tithe, 1/10 of all the harvests from all the Israelites. 1/10 of that goes to the Leviim. So even though they don't own their own land to work, right, they are still able to live off of that. But what's interesting is that the Leviim, despite living off of generosity of others and living off of tzedakah, right, they actually are also required to give up tithes as well. So 1/10 of everything they receive then has to be set aside as their tithe. Now, what's different is that tithe doesn't just go to the Kohanim or others. That 1/10 of 1/10, or that 1%, right, is set aside for the Leviim, who are in active service of God at that moment, to eat in the Mishkan. Right? That 1% is considered especially holy and special and needs to be set aside, where the other 9% of the entire crop, right, the rest of the tithe that they receive, that could be consumed by any of the Leviim, including their daughters and wives, and doesn't have to be eaten in the Mishkan, be eaten wherever they live. But what's interesting is this idea that even from that which you receive in charity, you still have to give a portion out to others. This idea that nothing is truly ever ours. Right? Even when we think that we earn everything and we should be able to keep it for ourselves, God says, no, you have to give it to someone else. And that person who receives it thinks, okay, great, it's so difficult to be able to live anyways, and now I've received this to be able to hold on to. And God says, no, you still have to give some of that as well. Right? There's always going to be someone else who is in need. And we are all obligated not only to be able to receive, but also to be able to give. 4 times a year, we read from Parshat Re'eh, where it says, 3 times a year you appear before God, and nobody may appear empty-handed, right? But rather, kamat nat yado asher berechecha Adonai, right? Everybody has to give from that with which God has blessed them. Right? That whatever blessings we have received in our life, we always have to be able to give that, whether it's because we worked or because we received. Because even if we work, right, that ability to work is a blessing from God. Our physical wellness is a blessing from God. Our mental capacity is a blessing from God. Waking up in the morning and having the opportunity to face a new day is a blessing from God. Everything in our lives is a gift. And it's not ours to hold on to and to keep all to ourselves, but to pass on to others. And so may we all remember to not take anything for granted, and always to be able to pass on to make the experience of others that much more beautiful, that much more holy, and to be able to experience that blessing from God as well. We're going to now welcome Shabbat with Shalom Aleichem, and then we will light the candles and say Kiddush, and I'll send you on your way. Just I guess a few brief announcements though. Right, so after Kiddush, we'll disconnect from the live stream, but anybody who's here on Zoom, you're more than welcome to hang out and chat. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Services as usual, but instead of broadcasting out to Facebook, to a Mishkan Facebook page or my personal Facebook page, Everything is just on Zoom or at mishkan.org at our live stream. That's the only place we're able to access it. We're really trying to keep it more closer and close-knit and more participatory, which we can't really do when we're using this current setup. So please join us for that. The rest of the week we have our adult education opportunities that are posted online. Check them out. Other than that, there really isn't much happening. So a survey did go out for high holidays. Please respond to the survey so we are able to create a high holidays experience that meets the desires, preferences of as many people as possible. So an email went out again about that today. So please take a look. Otherwise, we'll sing Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Nireh Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzidchem Leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Now to light. Again, candle lighting is not for a while, so no need to bring in Shabbat at home unless you really want to bring it in a little early. You have about another hour until it's officially candle lighting. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Kiddush. Vayer vayivoker yom hashishi. Vayichulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'chotzevam Vayich Elohim bayom hashvi'i melachto asher asa Vayishbot bayom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa Vayivarech Elohim et yom hashavi'i vayikadesh oto Kivo shavat mikol melachto asher bara Elohim lasot savri Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki hu yom techila lemikra'ei kodesh zecher letziat mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta v'yotanu kidashta mikol amim v'shabbat kodshecha B'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Shabbat Shalom, everybody.